Welcome to Lesson 9 Problem Set. We're going to do several problems together showing the associative property of multiplication and how we can group our numbers when we're multiplying in different ways to make simpler problems for ourselves. So let's take a look at number 1 up here. Make it as big as I can. The multiplication fact that we're talking about here is 3 times 12. So we have 3 triangles going down the side and 12 going across the top. Now we might not know 3 times 12 right off the top of our head. So we can break that 12 down into 3 times 4. And then we can group our 3's together to make nice little groups. And we have 9 times 4, which is 36. So we're just regrouping our numbers in a different way. Let's look down here at letter C for number 1. We have 3 times 14. Well, we can keep the 3 because that's not going to break out anymore. But 14 we can break out as 2 times 7. So now we can do 3 times 2, which is 6, times 7, 42, and that's the same as 3 times 14. So we're breaking that larger product, which is a factor, we're breaking it down into an even smaller multiplication fact. Let's take a look at number 2. Let's do some for number 2. So it says place parentheses in the equations to simplify, then solve. The first one has been done for you. So we're solving 3 times 16. They're breaking down the 16 into 2 times 8. And then they're changing the parentheses to be 6 times 8. So let's look at letter B. Letter B, we are doing 2 times 14. So we break that out to be 2 times 2 times 7. We regroup and do 2 times 2, which is 4, and 4 times 7 is 28. Let's look at letter C. Letter C, we've broken down 3 times 12 into 3 times 3 times 4. We're going to regroup and do 3 times 3, which is 9, times 4, which is 36. They've done 3 times 14, so now we're going to do 3 times, we broke down the 14 into 2 times 7. We're going to regroup the 3 times 2 together, so that's 6 times 7, which is 42. Let's look at letter E, 15 times 3. They've broken 15 out to be 5 times 3 times 3. Then we can regroup and do 5 times 3, which is 9, and we get 45. 15 times 2, we can do 5 times 3 times 2, and then we can switch our grouping to be 5 times 6, which is 30. So, boys and girls, you make sure that you have what I have on here. Make sure you've thought through it, talked to yourself, repeated some of the things that I have said, and you are now going to go on and do your homework pages.